Well, everyone, iOS 18 has officially came out, so it's time for us to go and take a look at it on the iPhone 11 Pro Max and see if it's worth installing. Now, this update, as you probably have seen it before, was a pretty big sized update for the most part, right? I've been trying to screenshot them for, as far as I can remember, but I haven't been able to do that good of a job. 6.31 gigabytes on a vast majority of iPhones here. So it was like 6 to 7, so these updates are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is pretty crazy. So that's kind of just one thing to keep in mind. Now, my display just has a mind of its own. This is an aftermarket display as well. So I'm just going to go and make sure it doesn't have this random, no, it doesn't even have that on. So I don't even know what to tell you about it. Now, the thing with iOS 18 is that there's a lot of cool improvements and cool things that Apple's kind of thrown in here, which is genuinely really awesome. The first thing, obviously, you can move your applications wherever you want to on the display. So that is something that's really cool. It's very, very neat. I don't know how many people are going to basically do that. But that is basically something we have the capability of having now, which is genuinely very awesome. And you can even go through and you can actually hold down on a particular application and you can go and customize these apps by clicking on the edit button. But you can now go through and you can actually go through, if you go into the wiggle panel again, you can click on edit, click on customize, and you can make these applications larger or smaller. You can tint them as well, which is another really cool thing that you have the capability of doing here. On top of that, our control center has gotten a massive redesign as well. So now these applications, these widgets, we can move them around wherever we want to. We can go through and delete them from here. You can also add a lot more controls here as well and drag and drop them. So that in and of itself is another really cool thing that we have inside of our particular phones as well. Our iMessage application got some pretty big updates this year as well. So now we have the capability of tapping back with any emoji. We have RCS messaging support. We have a lot more tapbacks and a lot more text effects added as well, which again is another really cool thing that we have inside of our iPhone. We also have game mode now, which is suitable for our phones. So now if our iPhone, if we have like a game and we're playing a game, you'll basically see that these particular games will now, you'll have this little game mode option come up at the very top. What you can do is, it gives you better performance within these games and allows you to play these games a little bit better, which is nice. And even for an older iPhone like an iPhone 11 Pro Max, I think it does a really good job. The phone still heats up quite a bit on this version of software, but it'll get better throughout time. But I think that's a really big thing going on for this type of phone as well. On top of that, we have the ability of locking our applications with Face ID or our passcode, which again is a really nice thing to have. You also have the new passwords application, which is on our phones now, which is where all of our passwords will be stored. And our photos application got one of the biggest redesigns ever. This is a really, really big thing. So that's another really big, massive thing that we got inside of our phones too. So overall, iOS 18 is a pretty good update. I'm a big fan of this update for sure. And I'm excited to see how this update kind of grows on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, till then.